everybody, it's Bunny, and today's a day I bet none of you ever saw coming. It is in fact the day in which I'm gonna cut my own hair. Yes, that's right, against the advice of every friend and professional hairdresser I know in this world, who all told me, don't, under any circumstances, cut my own hair. I'm gonna cut my own hair. I am doing this when everyone makes the best life decisions. It is 5:40 a.m. I have had minimal to no sleep and I'm fueled by caffeine. Oh, and I'm in my pajamas. Long story short, my hair desperately needs a cut. And I'm finally doing this because at this point, I kind of just don't feel like anything that I do to it can possibly make this situation any worse. I have not had anything done to my hair since the end of 2017. That certainly was not by design. I was supposed to get my hair done a couple of times in 2019, but scheduling and stuff just never ended up clicking. And then 2020 happened and it's 2021 and we're still here. It is time for these crispy, crunchy ends to go. My hair is so long at this point that it's making it so thin. It's so heavy. Frankly, since midway through last year, only style I've been able to do with it is to crimp it, which is probably the most damaging style I can be doing. When I sit down and I'm editing, the tails of my crispy hair drag onto my feet. Every time I sit down to do a bathroom, I'm constantly is my hair in the toilet? That's just not something I want to think about anymore as I get up in the middle of the night to take a tinkle. The only big thing that has been stopping me from cutting my hair is when I cut it today, I'm gonna be cutting off all of the remnants of the gorgeous black streaks that I had put in my hair. Can you guys even really see it anymore? All of the black dye has obviously by this point washed off into just this almost reddish brown. I mean, definitely I'm not gonna, you know what? I should never say definitely because I know that I have said in the past I would never cut my own hair, but look at where we are today. So right now I'm saying I would never put black box dye in my hair, at 5 in the morning, but we don't know, might I might. If I jack up my hair, I always have fistfuls of extensions that I could probably clip into my head to make it look not so uneven. I'm already thinking of ways of how I can fix how I'm probably gonna really mess this up. I literally just used to go to the hair salon and be hey, just cut a bunch of different lengths in my hair. Literally, that's what I used to say. So it can't be worse than that. I thought maybe it would be better if I straightened my hair first so I could kind of get a full assessment at how long it really is. I guess I used to have more layering in my hair because look at that. I mean, some of these are clearly shorter than longer. Am I gonna be able to do anything like that? Probably not. Why am I doing this, honestly? I'm right in between of I know how great I'll feel once I do it to desperately almost am I gonna cry? I don't know. I washed my hair. I need to brush it with my dingle hopper. Ugh, do you hear that? Okay. That's the crunching of my dead hair. And then I took these super sharp tweezers and I'm trying to create an even middle part. Is that making it better or worse? I don't know, you guys. And I'm kind of conflicted whether I section it into 4 sections or 2 sections. Why am I not watching a tutorial or anything as I do this? See, I watched a tutorial last year when I really thought maybe I would go ahead and do this. I think what they say is you pull it kind of tightly to your head and then you put in other bands where you ultimately want to cut the hair. And I'm kind of thinking of to there. I don't know how many inches that is. What I'm gonna do, since you guys know how much I love doing a little, does this thing really work? Anytime I can, is I'm gonna start cutting my hair one side with hair cutting scissors. I just bought these on Amazon. I have no idea how good they are. I honestly bought them because they're a really pretty color. And then on the other side, I have this thing that I bought forever ago and I've been too scared to use. It's called a Zylist clipper and trimmer specifically for longer hairstyles. It looks a little bit just a little bit like the split ender. See, it's like this electrical thing and then a blade comes out of there. I don't know, you guys. It's a little overwhelming. I do feel like that's really thick to cut through. I feel like I'm gonna start a little on the longer side and then obviously I can always like go back and just clip more. You know, you can always cut off more, but once you cut it off, you can't instantaneously get it back. But you know, I mean, hair grows. And I feel like when my hair is healthier, it obviously grows faster. I don't feel like it's really growing as fast anymore because the split ends, it's like definitely if I was seeing a professional today, I would have them probably cut it much shorter than this because I can even feel like it's kind of unhealthy up to here. I might ultimately trim it that short, but like manually, you know what I mean? I think that these are like layering scissors. You guys know I just like to do things. If I'm gonna do something, I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna like do a lot of research. I'm not gonna read a lot of instructional manuals. Everybody should cut their own hair at least once in their life. Life advice with Bunny. I just feel like I've spent so many years of my life really not wanting to hardly trim any of my hair off. Like I always want to preserve the length. At this point, I just don't think that that's a very good decision for me. Just because I feel like it would look better, you know? I think I'd be able to like style it more frequently with different styles if it was shorter. How many times have I said that? I'm just stalling at this point. I think that looks like reasonably not that even. It's definitely shorter on this side. Here is the Zylist. Just go like this, and then there is a button, and you push that, and then literally it looks like these blades start just chopping back and forth. Like, look at that. Oh my God. So I have the end of this device. That is real short, maybe. Let's see now. There it goes. Oh my God. It's like, ugh. It's like slowly eating through my hair. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, okay. What I have discovered is my hair is maybe a little too thick for this thing. Oh my God, look at the blunt cut. I look like one of those like little dolls, you know, that has the hair like this, you know what I mean? It looks like kind of straight. Let me just cut off this little hanger on here. There's just honestly a couple strands. Okay. Whew, I just cut off that much of my hair. At the end of the video, I will measure. Ooh, it does feel like a lighter already though. And I feel like it kind of like somewhat looks thicker, but look at that. I will get that strand out of the way momentarily because I feel like it's distracting us. But like, look at that, you know? That's like remarkably even, and I definitely did it with no reading of instructions, no preparedness whatsoever, basically doing everything you should not under any circumstances do. And I feel like it still turned out good. Like, I know it's not gonna be a perfect cut and we're gonna have to go back and clean up the layers, but I am honestly like way more impressed than I thought I would be. Oh my God, you know what I could totally do? I could be like that really horrible, I think it was the Troom video where they like did this and then used it as a eye makeup brush. I liked that so much that I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try and like splay the hair out a little bit better. Oh my gosh, also I wanted to show you guys, look, somebody patched this shirt under the armpit. Isn't that amazing? Already my hair feels so much nicer. I feel like that's as good as it gets. I'm gonna just turn it around because honestly the button pressing part is really not that entertaining. This will show you. It just seemingly will not cut all the way through my hair. See, I know that is hella uneven and we're gonna have a lot of cleanup. But honestly, you guys, I'm so glad at this point I did this because I just already feel like lighter, if that makes any sense. Look at that. Whew. I feel like even if I stopped here and I didn't do another thing, like if I was gonna curl my hair or something, I feel like you can't really notice like if your hair is even or uneven. You can like right away see I've got some stragglers down here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get these super long ones. You guys, I've been wanting to do this for like so long now. And I was like putting it off because it was just my birthday a couple days ago and I didn't want to do this, like, I don't know. I just felt nervous to do it before my birthday. But like, look at that. It's gonna look terrible when I take it down, but hey. I kind of want to keep using the Zylist, you guys. I know I said I was gonna do like half and half. But I mean, I'm kind of having to use the scissors anyway, and we will go back with the hair cutting scissors to cut everything up or to clean everything up. So at this point, I would rather just keep using the Zylist. Don't do what I do. Don't go like 4 years without getting anything done to your hair. It's like kind of even. I don't know. Once again, Zylist time. I'm like really enjoying this way too much. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what this is, honestly. It's like leaving this like white. That just doesn't look appealing at all. I mean, I literally do not know what that means. And then when I like go like that, like a bunch of dust flies up. What is the meaning of that? Whoa, I feel like this side's shorter now. See, that's truly the problem of cutting your own hair. You know what I mean? Is because like, I feel like you can get one side like a certain length, but it's like making the other side match. I mean, I feel like this is why we go to a professional, you know, and not do it ourselves. But hey, oh, so much shorter. What have I done? Yeah, that's not cute. Oh, how am I gonna fix it? I know then I'm supposed to like take it out of these pigtails and do like layer by layer kind of and try and like clean it up. So that is what we're gonna do next. And I'm just gonna go ahead and like cut this one. No, I'm gonna do the Zylist because I feel like when I'm cutting like that, you know, I'm like looking down and I feel like the Zylist, like once I pinch it in place, like the blades are cutting across more evenly. I mean, really, that's my only complaint so far about this Zylist thing is that, you know, there's always like just enough strands to leave this little straggler situation. All right, so this is all the hair that I cut off. Goodbye, hair. I think I'll save it, you know, like the Victorians used to do. Maybe somebody will buy this in an antique store like 100 years from now and it'll just be like mysterious dead hair for sale. Oh, look at that. See, choppy as hell, way too short on this side, way too long with these other strands. But it's okay. I'm gonna clean it up. Okay, so here is the moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Is that short? I feel like this is like short hair for me. Honestly, like, you know, kind of nightmarish. It already feels so much lighter, you guys. So I like just don't even care that it looks funny. Cause honestly, having hair this long, I feel like just has stopped me from doing a lot of things. Like I don't like want to swim as much because I feel like it's such a pain to wash. This is like livable. I'm like not that much like more jacked than I normally look and it just feels like so much better. Get ready to laugh, okay? I'm gonna spin around. You're gonna see like just what it looks like right now before I'm gonna go and try and like manually fix it. Whew! I'm not prepared to see this in the video because I know it's not gonna look cute, but I don't know, you guys. Honestly, if I felt like any more confident at all, I would probably just cut it shorter. I want to have to stop feeling like I have to pull it in a sassy bun every day because it's honestly pulling my hair out. Like every day, that's literally been the only way that I've been styling it and it's just not good. I even use these like super nice silk hairband things. Not even this is like fixing this problem. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go downstairs, get a coffee and give my camera a little time to stop overheating. I just learned, you guys, this secret on TikTok. I always wanted to know why every single camera I buy, including this one, which by the way, this is the Sony ZV-1. I think this is my favorite camera I've ever owned. And it's specifically meant to be for like YouTubers and vloggers and stuff. So you would think that it would not automatically stop filming after 30 minutes and overheat. Like every camera, I've been saying that for the last 11 years I've been on YouTube. Every camera I own stops filming. The longest it ever goes is like 30 minutes at a time. And it's because the companies would have to declare it as a video camera instead of like a, I don't know, just like a DSLR or whatever. And then they would have to pay more like taxes or import duties or something. And so that's why I guess like these cameras, they put something inside of it to prohibit it from filming longer than 30 minutes. So I'm not just going crazy. I'm gonna see if I can find the person's TikTok. I wish that I could have everyone just reach their hands through the camera right now and feel how much healthier my hair feels already. Like I can actually run my fingers through it. My fingers are not just getting caught on a bunch of dead hair. Like I feel like that's why my hair always looks kind of messy and tangly, is because it's just been so dead and unhealthy at the bottom that like no mask, no heat protectant spray could save it. I swear I would comb it and then 2 seconds later it would be tangled again. Okay, so I'm just gonna like start with these scissors because I just wanna know like what it does. Oh, I don't know. What does that do? I really don't know. I feel like I'm just making a dang mess all over everything. Maybe I'm just gonna not use these because I just really don't know what I'm doing. And I could stop and ask Dr. Google, what do the scissors with the ridges do in them? But you know, I've had fun, honestly, winging it, going with the flow. You know, maybe it's like some Leo cosmic holiday thing that's going on, and that's why I'm just so like chipper and easygoing about this. I remember like years ago just like crying because I cut a couple inches off of my hair, or I had a couple inches cut, and now I'm just literally like cutting it myself, not a care in the world, actually having a good time, feeling really good about this life choice. I probably shouldn't be doing this. See, this is how you can tell it's like jacked up. This is probably not the only way you can tell it's jacked up. This is one of the ways you can tell it's jacked up. There's like shorter strands in the front and longer strands in the back. It is really, really uneven. I just go like this. See, now I'm having too much fun cutting my own hair, and I feel like I'm gonna do too much. Like I was just thinking like, should I try and give myself layers? You know what I mean? Are we gonna do that? It's like 7 in the morning now though, so. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. I've been like just dragging my heels and being like, okay, I'll just crimp it one more week and then I'll cut it. And then I was just like not ever cutting it. And so that's why I was like, you know what? I'm in a really good mood right now. No more excuses. Just do it. But now I'm like really having too much fun. I don't know. I'm just trying to like make it not look so like blunt. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it definitely does look like home haircut style. I mean, see, there's like definitely just some random shorter pieces. Like this is a hairdresser's nightmare. Okay. I'm just really going haywire here. I mean, I honestly would like some pieces longer and some pieces shorter. I feel like it's more like me that way. I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I just like to look like just different. I wish I would have just filmed this because I definitely got overzealous with my trimming. And I just whacked this part off. It's so much shorter, but I don't know if I dare to like cut that much more. I don't know. Let's take down the next layer. So that's what we're left with right now. That's kind of like the bottom layer of my head. Once again, feel free to laugh at me. I know when I turn around, it's not gonna look perfect, but nothing in life is perfect. So there we go. I really like it. I'm not even gonna like pretend that I don't. See, I wanted to know like how much like overzealous I just got with the trimming, because I thought maybe I just cut like an additional inch. I don't think so, actually. Change of battery. I'm just gonna go through and like once again trim, and then I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like, because once again, I don't think anybody wants to watch like a 2-hour saga of me cutting just like snip, snip, snip my hair. Right, you guys? I feel like this is, for right now, the finished product. I'm honestly pretty tired. I've spent roughly 2 hours doing this already. So I think I'm just gonna, you know, take a break for right now. I'm gonna wash my hair again and then like try and decide how I want to style it later today. So I mean, look, I know it does not look perfect. I know that especially in the front it looks super uneven and choppy. Now, I do feel like right now when my hair, like I just keep straightening it before I cut the different sections. So I mean, I feel like this is when it's gonna be the most noticeably uneven. And I know that probably a lot of you guys are laughing at me at home, but hey, I can't hear you. But I cannot even describe to you guys how much better I feel. Like I literally feel lighter. I feel like already my hair does kind of look a little bit fuller. Maybe that's just the power of suggestion in my own mind. Definitely I'm gonna have to eye these front layers and probably fix them up a little bit more, because I do see that they're really uneven. I knew that I was gonna have to like more aggressively cut these front sections, because when I was doing like the first major cuts, a lot of these little strands were not captured in like the initial rubber band markers that I put on, because I did kind of have like some shorter layers here. This is by no means a substitute for like actually going to a professional hairdresser, but hey, it's all I've got right now. It almost looks like I have like shoulder length hair, a little bit in the front. Oh, look at that. See, when I pop out like little individual strands, you really can see how jacked it is, but I still like it. I definitely was trying to go for like a more traditional like curved layer, which I know I did not do. And really, you guys, I have just been in the mood to drastically change my hair. I guess both drastically and not that drastically for me, because I would love to have the black and blonde put back in, which isn't that much of a drastic change for me personally, but compared to what it looks like now, that would be a drastic change. I feel like it's gonna be so much easier for me to just like literally clip my hair back in the front and still have my hair like out of the way, versus like all I've been able to do with it really is like sassy bun, and it is literally like pulling on the back of my scalp so bad. It has just been so uncomfortable, and truthfully, I haven't even really been able to pull it up that much if I don't have it crimped, because it was just pulling, like it was such a mess, you guys, such a mess. I definitely am feeling really good about this. I don't know what the Swamp Fam at home is gonna feel about it. I like to just kind of challenge myself to just do something sometimes that does like make me nervous, just to kind of prove to myself that I can do it, and that like things are not as scary as maybe I make them out to be. Well, you know what? Let me get a measuring tape really quick, because I'm curious to see like the length of hair that I cut off. Wow, you guys, the first thing that I picked up, like the longest straggly bit of this piece of hair I cut off, is 11 inches, but I guess it falls more around like 8. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, my hair was so broken off and straggly already. So let's see if these are different lengths. So that's kind of like the longest little hairs were 11, 12 inches I cut off. This one's like more solidly 12, and this one is kind of really uneven looking, but yeah, that one's kind of like 12 again. So probably my guess is, you know, the shorter stuff was probably in the front, the longer stuff was in the back. So let's see how many inches. My hair is like 13, 14 inches in the front, and I guess more like 18 inches at the longer portions. 19 inches. That tells you it's uneven. Moral of the story is, I know I have people of literally all ages watching this channel. So I mean, obviously if you're like younger, like be sure and ask like parents' permission, parents' help. But you know, if you're a little old lady like me, maybe just have a little bit more faith in yourself sometimes. Just give yourself that little push. If there's something that you've been wanting to try, something you've been wanting to like dare yourself to do, maybe just do it. You might regret it. It might turn out imperfect. It might be kind of messy. I feel like it's better to just kind of like try things. Even if you mess up the first time, it's okay. You know, it's like I said, nothing is ever gonna be like completely perfect. And you know, I mean, especially with hair and stuff, like I said, it is gonna grow back. So like, I mean, maybe if your hair grows like super slow, maybe don't do that. I didn't see if I was actually doing this on a full moon. I never really knew if that's like an old wives' tale or if that's reality, but I used to always only have my hair cut on a full moon, because I was like, okay, well, whatever I cut off now will just grow back super fast. See, that's what I'm saying. I used to always just go and only let them like just shave off the end. And I guess that's like where I was at, is I just was honestly like so sick of the extreme length that I'm like, well, anything is gonna be better than that, even if it doesn't come out like completely perfect, which obviously there was 0% chance that it was going to be perfect today. But you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe just give yourself a little push, try something new. If you mess up, if somebody is a jerk about it and they like make fun of your uneven hair, or if you want to try a new type of makeup, or wear a new type of clothing, experiment with a new type of fashion. If somebody else like laughs at you because you've just done something different to yourself, you know, that's like their problem. That's not your problem. And I feel like no matter how old we get, we always just want to maybe experiment with different looks, different types of fashion, different looks of hair, makeup, whatever it may be. And I just kind of feel like we should all just feel the freedom to just like express yourself however you want, no matter how old you are or how long you've had the same exact look, you know, and sometimes it's ourselves, honestly, like holding ourselves back, you know, like just me all these years, just like literally being too afraid to cut my hair that short. And now I've just done it myself. I don't know. And maybe it is just because I'm like kind of doing my own thing and going at my own pace. And maybe that is like why I'm personally more comfortable with this. I mean, I feel like this is hella lopsided. But once again, next time you guys see me, I'm sure I will have my hair like curled or something like that. Make some changes, do some more trims. Look at that. I feel like my hair looks so much fuller. I know today's video has probably been so extremely long. So thank you guys so much for just being a part of this journey with me. I feel like it's been so much fun through the years to just have these experiences with you guys, my swamp fam. You guys have been here when I have felt like I've had good haircuts, bad haircuts, when I've like done stuff to my hair that like made me nervous. Like definitely the first time I went from like having the black streaks in my hair to just like all natural hair color. Like I definitely for a very long time did not feel like myself. And I honestly still, I do just feel like the most bunny I can possibly be when I do have the black and blonde in my hair. But now that I have all of this old color pretty much cut off, I think I could maybe just get some black extensions and clip them in and maybe like try and have more of that look again. So who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna do with it? Stick around, find out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys again very soon. Also, last little bit of the video, I don't know who's still here or not. Comment jingle bells if you made it all the way to the end. Yeah, if you guys have not already checked it out, be sure and check out the first link in the info box down below. It will directly take you to my Snapchat show, which I do every Monday and Thursday, 2 episodes a week. And yeah, I've been having such a great time over there. It's an absolutely amazing platform. I'm so happy to get to connect with like so many Swamp family members over there as well. But yeah, TikTok, everything else is Graveyard Girl, same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will be back again very soon.